Hari Om. Pahandpor was a place I had been wanting to go for a very long time. Somehow, at the last minute, some obstacle used to be put in front of me, and I could never make it. This year, it seemed as if the ban had been lifted, and he issued a direct invitation to me to visit him. From that moment, everything fell into place. This is a miracle that happens the moment you let go and allow that power to guide you. I had to visit Mumbai for some reason, so it seemed best to go via Mumbai and not Pune, which would have been closer. I did not make any arrangements for our stay in Mumbai or onwards, but waited for him to give a hint. 1 week before we were to start, someone came to the ashram, and when she heard I was planning a yatra to Pahandpor, she said she would also love to come, and she was from Mumbai and had a car and would be happy to take us to Pahandpor. Miracle 1. Next miracle. Next question was where to stay in Mumbai. Again, another person solved the problem and promised to book for us at the ISKCON temple. Of course, I knew who was behind both these arrangements and gave him a heartfelt thank you. Then, after reaching Pahandpor, it was miracle after miracle. The very first day in the evening, we ran to the temple without even taking a proper bath. And there, somehow or other, we were able to have not only Mukha Darshan, but also Pada Sparshan. This is the great peculiarity of Vittal. It is the only Vishnu temple who allows devotees to have both Darshan and Sparshan. That means the sight as well as the touch. Most Shiva temples allow devotees to enter and to take Abhishekam and touch the lingam. However, no Vishnu temple allows you to go anywhere near the Murti. This was what I've been longing for. So somehow or other, we stayed for 5 days, and every day, by some miraculous way, we were able to go and have sparshan of his holy feet, despite the huge crowds and the huge queues which were there all the time. It was really something, it's unbelievable to say that. Then again, the final 2 days, I wanted to do I didn't know what puja we should do. And someone offered, why don't you do the Vishnu Sahasranamam? And again, this was something I love to do. So here we found that we could do the whole of the Vishnu Sahasranamam and take the puja and put it in front of him again. Then, of course, the Kakat puja was something I'd been wanting to go for, but I heard that it had been booked for years ahead. Despite that, it just came out that someone offered that she could take us for free if we were happy to sit behind those who had already booked the Kakat Puja. Of course, I was agreeable to everything. And there we were. We sat behind and saw the whole thing. The entire ornamentation was taken out of the previous day's ornamentation was taken out. And Abhishekams, one after the other, was done to him. And then finally the alankar and the beautiful things and the beautiful makara kundalams, I can see them hanging even now before my eyes. I just couldn't believe it. It was so incredible, that's all I can say. I touched this for the last time, it was the last day it was. Touched his blessed feet again and again and knocked my head on it. And as I turned, he dropped the pujari, dropped a flower into my palm. I just ran out and prostrated full length in front of him. On the side rather, not in front, it was not allowed. And burst into tears. It was really too much. I'm so grateful to him. And I cannot describe the joy and the amazement that I felt that we had actually been there for 5 days and gone for all these pujas. I couldn't say a word as he went out of the temple. Somehow, I stumbled down the granite steps. My heart was filled with gratitude and words choked my throat. I didn't want to buy big murtis and fill our puja room. However, he had other ideas. That wonderful lady who had taken us had already ordered her husband to bring a big murti, which she presented to me just as we got into the car. Impossible to refuse. It was his parting gift. I knew it was his wish, and he wanted me to keep him in our puja room. There he stands with arms kept on his hips and a benign smile on his lips, with the promise of a life of Sach, Chit and Ananda. Jai Hari Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal.